Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, That Model Railway Guy. Welcome to another live stream. Welcome to the 4,000 subscriber special live stream. And as you can see, it's a record. We already have trains running. In fact, let me just go to the this little shot here that we've got of a compilation of all the different shots, well, of some of the different shots that we've got here today. And yeah, I've just noticed that shed there is particularly close to the thing. Let me just move that because that train's nearly hit that. Right. As always, it's a bit crazy, but as you may have noticed, we have a full loop running on the layout. Yes, this is quite exciting for me because I can run trains finally, and I can talk to you guys at the same time. So yeah. As you can see, we have the J15 running currently. That's just gone under the bridge, and you can just see the carriages disappearing there. And there'll be a little bit of a wait as we go back to this shot now, you'll be able to see. But just at the bottom of your screen there, you should be able to see the brand new curve section that has been put in recently. If you saw my latest update on the modular layout, you'll know that I built these two new modules so that I could have a full circuit on the layout. And you can see the J15 making its way around there. And yeah, so lots of cameras, lots of stuff going on today, and hopefully this means that I will be able to talk to you guys in the chat. Speaking of the chat, wow, there's quite a lot of you already chatting away. This is amazing. I love this. Let me switch. Oh, I switched to that shot a bit early there, but never mind. Here comes the J15 now. But who have we got? We've got on the main line. I can see Kurt TV, Percy Fan 6, Kelly Ashford on the main line. Did I say that one already? Gordon McIlroy, Ultra Channel, Trains, Planes, Games, Organ, Miles with an I. Good to know. Yes, HO Scale Modeler. Hello to all of you. Your names are going up here very, very fast. So yeah, I do hope you enjoy what I've got in store for you today. Basically, we're just going to chill out. We're going to run some trains. We're going to have a bit of fun. And yeah, as I say, I'll be able to interact with you guys in the chat a bit more now. Now that I can kind of leave trains running like this. Now, we have the J15 running at the moment, which you can just see coming around that corner again. Kurt TV has just quite nicely in the chat said, nice on the main line, any new locos? Now, we will get to that in a moment, but one thing I need to do is show the roster that we have for today. This is the roster. So now, if you would like to request one of these locos to run, then do be sure to send it in a super chat. You will notice there are a couple of differences. I don't have the Peckett and I don't have the Sentinel on here today. That's because I've had a bit of trouble with them. I blew the decoders in them, which is not great. So unfortunately, they're not available today. I can't run the Peckett or the Sentinel, which I'm quite annoyed about the Peckett really, because that's a really good runner usually, and I don't know why it's having a bit of oh, we've had a super chat come in already. Kelly Ashford, thank you so much. She said, can you run the Ruston and the W4 Peckett with a goods train? Annoyingly, as I was just explaining, I don't have the Peckett with me today, so I don't think I'm going to be able to run the Peckett, but I will definitely run the Ruston for you with a goods train. In fact, I have that set up in the goods yard already, so we could perhaps do a bit of shunting with that at some point as well. But yeah, we'll definitely run the Ruston for you. Now, the other thing that I do have to say as well, you might just be able to see that at the bottom right, the Hatton's Barclay is on the screen, and that's is a brand new loco. Well, I did a review of it. It's not a brand new loco as in general public kind of, you know, it's been available for a while, but it's new to me, and it's new to the layout. I did a review of it a little while ago, and well, I think about a couple of weeks ago or something like that, and it seemed to be very popular with you guys. So if anyone would like to request to see the Barclay, the Hatton's Andrew Barclay, on the layout today, that will be the first time it's made an appearance on the layout. So yeah, you could be the person to do that. We also have. Now I'm gonna hope that this works. We also have a mystery loco. Yeah, there's a pixelated blob on your screen at the minute. So yeah, if you fancy taking a chance with your super chat, then you could by all means send in a super chat and say you want to see the mystery loco, and in which case I will reveal what the mystery loco is. It's a brand new loco. I've only just got it, and it's only just well, yeah, it's never been seen on the layout or on the channel at all. But yeah, enough chatting from me. Let's go back to the layout, and what we'll do is we'll let the J15 do another quick circuit here. And once it's done that, we'll get the Ruston out for Kelly Ashford because she wanted to see that. And I'm just flipping points here. By the way, how is the sound tonight? Is everything okay? Because I'm using a different microphone again, and I'm hoping it's all working. But do let me know if I'm distorting or if everything's sounding okay. But yes, I've sort of tried to monitor it a little bit earlier on, and it was all sounding fine to me, but sometimes I think it all sounds fine, and then you guys tell me it's horribly distorting on your end. So yeah, let's do that. Right, well, I'm just sorting things out in the fiddle yard, and I'll just get we'll just get the J15 is coming around the line now. A little bit of stuttering there on the camera there. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem tonight, but we'll switch to that camera because it is a nice angle and is a bit smoother as well, and you can get a really nice and close to the J15. I'm surprised that the camera isn't actually getting hit by the train there. That's quite a quite a bit of a nerve-wracking moment there for me. Anyway, let's slow it. Right, I'm just slowing the J15 down, and let's go to the yard where you might just be able to see for Kelly Ashford, who sent in a super chat because she wanted to see the Ruston with a goods train, and I'm hoping this is all going to work. These wagons were playing up a bit earlier. You can see we've got some nice coal wagons there being pulled by the Ruston, and there it goes, just into the station. Now, I'm wondering, do I just we'll just run this round like this, I think, for a bit, shall we? I'm gonna pause it there so I can set all the points and everything and make sure that it's all good. Make sure that the main line is cleared in the fiddle yard as well. This is the thing, is I now have to think about making sure that everything in the I don't know what I was going to say. Everything in the fiddle yard is now clear. I need to make sure I have a through line all the time. So yeah. So let's go to another super chat from Kelly Ashford. She's donated £2, and she said, "Is the mystery engine a 57XX by chance?" No, it isn't. That's a good guess. I will admit it is green, but it's I will say that another clue that it's not a Great Western engine. In fact, since you donated, I think I'll run the mystery loco after I've done this super chat for you. After I've done the Ruston, since you missed out on the Peckett earlier, we'll give you another similar kind of steam loco. I will say, yeah, the mystery loco is a steam engine. Right, let me get this Ruston running first of all, though, because that's kind of the point of all this, is that I should be able to get locos running fairly quickly. And there you can see, off it goes. A little bit of stuttering on that camera as well. I hope this isn't going to be a thing that happens all throughout the evening. There it goes. The Ruston really looks tiny when it disappears off into the distance there, doesn't it? It doesn't help that there's quite a wide angle on this camera. But yeah, as that's disappeared now, we'll go to this shot here, and you can hopefully see a little bit more. Well, it's going to be a bit of a wait because the Ruston is travelling quite slowly. So yeah, I think what I will do is I'll get the, if I can find space for it, I will get the mystery loco set up for you, and we'll run that. We'll do it so quickly. Oh, Back Alley says looks and sounds great. Love the J15. Oh, thank you, Back Alley. And someone else I think said something similar as well. Oh well, I've lost your comment now. Sorry about that. Oh, hello. We've got Allendale Junction says, "Hi mate, will you do a video on how to wire point motors?" I absolutely will do that. Oh, hello. Another super chat. It's whizzed on my screen, but it hasn't popped up on the screen for some reason. That's very. Oh, there it just disappeared. I don't know why, but for some reason it wasn't showing on that other screen. That's quite annoying. But who was that? That was Charlie Flockhart, who has said, "Can you run the 1F with a small coach and wagons?" Absolutely, we can do that. So we're building up quite a rake of things to run here. So there goes the Ruston again. Yeah, that bottom camera there is stuttering quite a little bit, isn't it? Perhaps it just doesn't like being run with all these other different cameras. I'm hoping to get a new computer soon that's a bit more powerful and will allow me to run things a bit more consistently, shall we say. But I was answering a question from Allendale Junction. Aldendale, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. But basically, they have asked, will I do a video on how to wire point motors? Yes, I'm going to put point motors on this layout very soon, hopefully. And so yeah, hopefully there will be a video on doing that. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it yet. I'm thinking that I may well use servo motors. Haven't quite decided yet, but I'll figure something out, I'm sure. On the main line says, your school's class is Dulwich number 907, built 1930, withdrawn 1961. Indeed it is. Yes, you're correct there. I'm presuming that's because of the big 907 that you saw on the side. You've clearly been paying attention to all the different live streams, haven't you? Where that engine has made an appearance. So yes, was there a point to that, or were you just letting me know of my own engine? Sorry, that sounded a bit rude, didn't it? I wasn't being rude. I was just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed something. But yes, when you say withdrawn in 1961 on my heritage railway, I'm believing that it was saved by a group of preservationists. Oh, I've just realised I've left the. I haven't switched to that shot. So there we go. You can see the Ruston sort of making its way around the track there. And actually, I'm gonna. Oh no, not that shot. I've switched to the wrong shot. There we go. Want that one. Oh, I was hoping that was going to make it better, but it just froze even more. Right, okay, well, tell you what we'll do. We've had the Ruston has been running for a bit now. Actually, do you know what I'm going to try and do? I'm going to be a bit ambitious here. I'm going to try and do some shunting on the fly, if I can. Right, so, tell you what we'll do. We'll let the Ruston go past the camera here. That's going to happen. And I'm going to do Charlie Flockhart's super chat first, and then we'll get to the mystery loco in a little bit. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to switch to this camera. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm actually going to switch to... Oh, I've lost the screen. I'm going to switch to this. There you go. So you can kind of get a little bit of a mixture of both things here. You can see the kind of the mainline station area. Hopefully, this will allow me to do a little bit of shunting. So... we've got the... Actually, no, this is a bit of a rubbish shot, really, because it's hiding all the stuff that I want to be able to see. So I'm going to be silly and go back to that shot there. But I just need to move this engine because the 1F is hiding behind it. So, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I have enough space to do all this. Right. Silly me, not really thinking things through before I got everything set up earlier on today. Right, I'm just making some space there. Sorry, this is all happening behind the scenes. I realise this is a bit boring. Okay, so let's flip that point there. And I'm just going to run the Barclay has just got to move out of this siding. So that's just going to move into the shed. And the good thing with this is I can just allow the Ruston just to run in the background now with those wagons. So, what did Charlie Flockhart want to see with the 1F? He wanted to see the 1F with a small coach and some wagons. Oh, that's great because we've got the wagons out already with the Ruston, so we can just put the wagons on the 1F and add a small coach to that as well. So there's the 1F, and you can also see the inspection pit that is just there as well. Now I'm going to have to be quite quick here. I'm going to have to do that. In fact, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to let the Ruston go past, and then we'll move the 1F into the other platform bay. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Right. I better not mess this up because this could be disastrous. Okay, quick changing of the points, and now just gonna run. Please don't stall on me. Oh, no, it's derailed. It didn't stall. I just didn't switch the points properly. Totally my fault. Sorry, Charlie. Oh, I've done it again. I've stalled. Everything's gone wrong now. Right. Put it back on the track properly. And give it a little push to get it going. There we go. It wouldn't be a live stream without something going wrong, would it? There you go. You can see it just sort of disappearing. Well, I just need to kind of reach over the camera here so I can flip that point and flip some points back here as well. And before I forget, flip that double slip point as well so that I don't derail the Ruston later on. Okie doke, right, let's run. Yeah, we're going to run the 1F back into these sidings. You can see there's a couple of coaches just over there. Oh, another super chat from Kelly Ashford. Oh, I missed. Here we go. The shed is coming apart. Yes, I know. I blue tacked it together. Oh, I've lost track of the trains. Yes, the shed is coming apart a little bit. I might need to do a little bit of maintenance on that at some point. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'll have to. Yeah, I need to basically build the kit. Is what it comes down to. Right, so we have the 1F has a coach. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get the 1F train sorted out, and then I will repair the shed, and then we'll do the special. The little loco said. Oh, I've just seen from the mod. Lewis Cartwright would like a shout out. Where's Lewis? Oh, Lewis Cartwright. I can see your message now. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can have a shout out. Hello, Lewis. And as I say that, I better get on with moving this 1F about as well. Oh. Right. It's left that. I'm just going to sort of nudge that along there. There we go. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. I don't know why it came uncoupled there, but hopefully it is coupled now, and we shall run that. Okay, now I'm going to have to be a bit. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this, if I'm perfectly honest. Okay, I'm just figuring out. Oh, yes, the amazing Tattletale says, "Thank God he changed the points." Yes, indeed, I would have messed that up if it would have all gone horribly wrong. Fred's Rails says, "Can I have a shout out as my channel is so close to 1 year old and I'm 6 subscribers away from 80." Oh, fantastic! Oh, that's brilliant. Well done to you, Fred's Rails. Everyone, if you go check out Fred's Rails, and if you like what you see, do go and subscribe. I do like to support smaller YouTube channels if I can, because obviously I was a smaller YouTube channel at one point as well. Oh, I just realised the point. I was waiting for the Ruston to stop moving to get round here. Right, I've stopped the Ruston, and so what I'm thinking I'm going to do now. Tell you what, let's switch to a different shot here. Maybe you can actually see what's going on here. What I'm going to do is, using my little handy uncoupling stick, is uncouple the Ruston from the Dapple wagon, which is not going well because the Dapple wagon has got stuck. Okay, right. No, I see what's going on. Yeah, right. That was good. That was supposed to be quite smooth, and it all went horribly wrong. Okay, so now the Ruston is going to run light back to the fiddle yard, I think. Because that's going to be the easiest way to sort of get rid of it. So that's that's going to disappear off down the line. And actually, let's go to another shot so that we can see it moving nice and close up like this as it disappears off into the distance. And Model Railway Legend wants a shout out as well. Yes, of course. Everyone can have shout outs if they want. I'm just going to spend the entire stream doing shout outs for people, aren't I? And same for Southern Train Spotter as well. They want a shout out. They're getting close to 100 subs. And oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm just going to keep an eye on the. I will get back to that. I'm just keeping an eye on the Ruston because I don't like leaving things running without me really knowing where they are. Right, let me get that off the track and I'll finish reading that message from Southern Train Spotter, who says, "Please can I have a shout out? I'm slowly getting close to 100 subs and a shout out would be very much appreciated." Absolutely, there you go. There's a shout out for you. Right, let's go back to this shot here. And my plan here is to run. Right, I've got to change this point. The good thing here is that the 1F is a nice and consistent runner. So hopefully I can run that to there. Still nicely in shot. Hand of God comes in to change the points. And then we'll reverse that back onto those wagons. And then I believe this request was from Charlie Flockhart, I believe. So there we go. That is all set up now. I'm just going to do a quick check to make sure everything is good. And then, there we go, get it all running. Off we go. So there you go, Charlie Flockhart. Thank you so much for your super chat. And you've got the 1F running with a coach, a short coach, and a few coal wagons there as well, and a brake van on the end. I realise it's a Southern Railway brake van, not particularly LMS or BR themed at all, but it's going to have to do, I'm afraid, because I can't find anything else at short notice. And I don't actually think I have anything else. Model Railway Legend says, shout out for me, please. Just hit 20 subscribers. I thought I just did a shout out for you, if I'm perfectly honest. But that's great. Everyone is hitting subscriber milestones tonight. Oh, and I've not switched the channel. There we go. You can see some trains running. Oh, that camera at the bottom there is starting to really annoy me. I'm going to slow the train down a bit. Hopefully it won't do that as much. That's really annoying. Yeah, we'll run it a bit slower just so that it's not quite as overbearing. Kelly Ashford says, you're welcome to visit Kelly Ashford Trains. I'm presuming that's your channel, Kelly. Let's speed that up a bit as well. Oh, and that's Kelly's thing. Oh, right. Now I've got to sort out that alerts. Oh, there we go. I realised what the problem is. There you go. Right. Hopefully. Oh, I was going to say I just sorted it out, and then as I sorted it out, it disappeared from the screen. So, right, I have sorted out the alerts on that screen though now, so hopefully everything will work. Hello to Horsehay Railway Modeler. Have I said that right? I'm sure there's probably a better way of saying that, but I think I got it right. It says having a break from university coursework to relax and watch some trains. Oh, fantastic! And it would have helped if I had switched the. Yeah, if I'd have switched that camera there, it would have been a lot better, wouldn't it? Right. Let's go to. Well, as that disappears, it's stalling a bit, isn't it? I'm not a fan of this, but I don't really want to stop the stream to find out what is going on. So let's go to. We'll go to this shot and we'll wait for the 1F to come past. And actually, he hasn't actually asked for a shout out. But Horsehay Railway Modeler is a channel which is well worth having a look at. He's building, he's building a couple of layouts at the moment. I think he's got one at home and one he's building in his university dorm room, presumably as well. And they're both really cool little projects. I found him on RM Web, and then I discovered his YouTube channel from there and subscribed. And it's well worth a look. So he hasn't asked for a shout out, but I'm giving him one anyway because it's well worth a look. Now, that's performing slightly better when I only run it as a single camera. So hopefully that's a bit better. There we go. We'll switch to this shot as well. And I need to sort out the mystery loco. Oh, another super chat from Kelly Ashford. It says yes, it is her channel. Oh, fantastic! So yeah, definitely do go check out her channel as well. We're checking out everybody's channels tonight. If there's anyone in the if anyone is in the chat that you like the look of, that you think their channel looks interesting, well then that's a sign that you should maybe go and have a check them out and see what they're all about, see what's going on their channel. Let's support each other. And of course, if you haven't already, you can always subscribe to me as well. Goes without saying, really. I kind of assume that everybody who watches these subscriber milestone live streams is kind of familiar with the channel, but then again, I suppose some of you may have just sort of stumbled across this, and you don't really know what's going on, but are just interested in seeing some trains running around. So, okie doke. Right, I reckon we'll do one more circuit with the 1F like this, and I'm going to go back to that shot there so that we can wait for it to move through the fiddle yard. It'll be coming in a minute, hopefully. I think what we'll do is we'll stop it in the station and put those wagons back into the siding along with that coach. So hopefully there. Fred Rail says he's just subscribed to Horsehay Railway Modeler. That's fantastic. Yeah, as I said, so it's a really good channel. He's been documenting his layouts, much like the building of his layouts, much like I've been sort of doing with mine. And so if you like the sort of stuff that I do on my channel, I think you'll like what he's doing over on his as well. So definitely worth checking out, in my opinion. That's my recommendation for today. Let's come back to this shot. And what I'm going to do is we're going to run the 1F. Hopefully, yes, that has all worked. It's going now under the camera and into platform 2, which doesn't have a platform yet. None of the station has platforms yet, but I'm gonna have to sort that out. I mean, obviously a lot of the layout is not scenic at the moment, so, but now all the track is in place, then it is, you know, the point I was going to make is that now all the track is in place, the scenics hopefully will be finished fairly soon. Okay, so I've got another train to run. Right, this was the mystery loco. So let me go back to this shot here. This is the mystery loco, and Kelly Ashford sent in a super chat earlier guessing, was this a 57XX? I think that's what she said. And so, yeah, it's not a 57XX. Have we got any last minute guesses? While this screen is on, I'm just quickly repairing the shed and sort of pushing it all back together, because that was something else she also said I needed to do, was sort out the shed, which I think I have done now. It's looking a little bit less scruffy than it was, but so this was the mystery loco, and the shall I reveal the mystery loco? Here it is. Here we go. It's a Peckett. Yes, it's another Peckett. It's, to be honest, it's another B2 Peckett. Now, this is not a loco I was intending to, well, it's quite a new loco. I think Hornby have only just released these. I've made a big mistake, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Hang on. Let me see if I can adjust. Right, I've realised I've put this logo into the thing, onto the live stream, and I've not set it up on my controller. Right, this is a disaster. Okay, let me see if I can remember what that loco. Oh god, this is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? Right, hang on, 2 seconds. Do I put the technical difficulties screen up? Would that be fun? No, I think I can just. I'll just work my way through it, but I need to find out what the address of that loco is, and hopefully I can get it. It's a stupid me not checking things through. It's because normally I run things from my phone, but I use my phone as a camera during this. Oh, right, there we go. Okay, I've got the address for that loco now. Hopefully, right, I've just got to put my phone back into position so that I can continue using it as a camera. All very professional on this live stream, as you may have guessed. And so I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to change the address to number 3 on there, and I hope this works. There's no way this is going to work, surely. Is it going to work? It's actually worked. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, so oh, Kelly Ashford guessed it was a Peckett, and indeed it was. Yes, I've just seen that now. Yeah. Oh wow, it's come up in a big way that time. the screen. I really need to sort out what is going on with the screens. Everything's going right. This is the moment where everything is going wrong. Okay, I'm going to run this engine light for the moment. I will sort out a train for this in just a minute, but the carriages I put on to run with it have not worked. Right, let me get off this screen. We'll go back to that screen, and hopefully you will be able to see this lovely B2 Peckett running past the camera quite slowly. There you go. There it is. Just disappearing off under the bridge. Lovely livery on this one. I mean, I'll be honest, that's entirely why I went for this one. Yeah, it's a great little loco. Yes, I was very well. Like I said, I wasn't really intending to get another Peckett. I've already done a review of the B2s. I've got my NCB blue one as well, and I'm going to have to sort out a train for this, I've just realised, aren't I? But, so there it is, going past the camera now. And so, yeah, I think I saw these had come into stock, and it's sort of just disappearing off there. But I think what I'm going to do, yeah, maybe we just run this with the with that 1F train, with the train that the 1F has got. So, let me try and do a little bit more of a slick uncoupling manoeuvre than I did with the Ruston previously. So, going to do that, get my little hook underneath there, and just push everything together. There we go, that's uncoupled. Fantastic. Right, let me get to Let's go to that shot. Hopefully you can see a bit more of what's going on that way. And then we'll get the... Oh, let's just flip those points because that's going to derail something if I don't. And what I'll do is I'll run the... I'm just going to stop the 1F there. And then if I go back to the packet, we'll run this forward again. This is it's quite a slow, I mean, I have to turn the controller up quite high. So I don't know if I've set the decoder to run a bit too slowly, perhaps. Great for shunting. But yeah, hopefully you can see it a bit better there. So yeah, like I said, this was a bit of an impulse buy. I didn't really need another packet. I've already got the B2 packet in the blue, but I just really like this livery, to be honest. So I grabbed one because they were selling out, and I thought if I don't get one now, they're going to be sold out, and then I'll regret it. And yeah, so yeah, a little bit naughty when I'm supposed to be building the layout and not buying locos, but hopefully we'll make it all back in super chats tonight. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, we'll run the 1F back. I'm going to run that back into the bay platform, or into platform 1 rather. Flip that point again, and then we shall send the packet off on its way. Now I'm going to have to be pretty quick here because I need to get the 1F back into the shed. So we'll run this fairly slowly to begin with. Rearrange some stuff in the fiddle yard so that nothing crashes. Oh, and that's derailed itself. Right, let me sort that out. Just as I thought, oh, it's all right, I can trust it. Right, okay, that's become detached. That wagon, that one in particular, has been really fussy today. Just when I thought everything was going so well. Do you know what? After this one, I'm not going to run the freight stuff anymore, because otherwise I'm going to end up in a situation where I run all of the freight stuff and it always derails. Right, so let's go back to the station shot. We've got that 1F up there, and we just need to put that back in the shed area. Oh, running a bit fast there, but and we've got to do this fairly quickly because the other packet is coming down the line fairly quickly. But actually, now that I've said that, there we go. That's back in there, and just in time because the packet is just about to pass by the camera now on the top right there of your screen, which gives me plenty of time to switch all the points and make sure that nothing is going to derail. Yeah, it's still stuttering a bit, that camera, isn't it? I could switch the camera off, but the problem if I do that is that I then run into the situation where I just realised I'm running that 1F back into the siding and it's being obscured by the current train. This is a nice sort of little works train almost, isn't it? You can see it just sort of disappearing off there, back around the corner again. But yeah, like a little passenger coach on the front for workers and then some freight behind it. Can we? Oh, there we go. Oh no, it doesn't like that one anymore, does it? Yeah, I think this is just because I've tried to plug so many cameras into the computer and it can't cope with it. So off it goes. Anyway, while that's happening, let me get the 1F back into... We'll get it back over that inspection pit. And if you haven't seen recently, I installed this inspection pit here. There's also another one in the shed as well. But I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. And I think what we shall do... we'll leave the 1F there. Okay, great. So the packet, the new packet, is just coming up to the bridge again. There it goes. That's one of the new Hornby 6-wheeled coaches as well. And then a load of wagons, and that's still that Southern Railway brake van on the end as well. Right, let's answer some questions or let's talk to some people in the chat. Charlie Flockhart says, I recommend taking a look at Bingham Model Railway Club for anyone who's interested in shows. They're all quite good, and I'm working on a junior layout at that club. Oh, fantastic! Oh, that's great to hear that you're involved with a local railway club. That's great. Presumably they have an online presence of some sort. I suppose most of the clubs now kind of have a bit of an online presence, don't they? Because of they've all been doing their exhibitions online. Joe Chalice says, or Chalice, I'm sure I've got that wrong, sorry. Says, would you ever do N-Gauge? Yes, I would love to do an N-Gauge layout, actually. Basically, my focus is at the moment on finishing this one. The area that you can see on screen at the moment in the sort of the top right and at the bottom. Ooh, another super chat. And also it's worked this time with it coming through in the correct place. That's good. Kelly Ashford again has said she's got 2 Ghost W4 Peckett twins. Oh yes, I think you've mentioned these before. You've was it they're the centenary Hornby ones, aren't they? They're in that sort of lovely photographic grey, which is really, really nice. So yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, you can never have too many Pecketts, can you? That's my justification. Anyway, Joe was saying, would I ever do N-Gauge? Yes, I would love to do some N-Gauge at some point, but my focus at the moment really is to not bite off too much more than I can chew. Which, considering that I've kind of done that already with the layout that I'm currently building, there's a lot of scenic work that needs to be done. I mean, this is all scenic. That hill section is kind of scenic, but this bit you can see is all still just bare boards. So yeah, it really needs some some work doing it. So hopefully that is the plan, is to get some point motors installed in the sort of the station area, and then hopefully once that's done, I'll be able to get around to doing something more like doing scenery, I suppose, getting the platforms in, getting ballasting done. I've got an idea for a video. I'm sort of going to try with the videos that I'm doing. I'm going to try and sort of split it between kind of doing. Sorry, I keep hearing clicks and stuff from the train, and I worry that it's derailed or something. No, it all seems fine. It's just those Dapple wagons sort of rattling around a bit. What was I talking about? Oh, yes, videos. So I'm going to try, partly for my own sake and partly for your sake as well, I'm going to try and sort of split the videos between doing scenic stuff and also finishing off all the kind of the infrastructure work, like doing the point motors and well, the stuff that isn't quite so interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, I get distracted and then I forget to change the camera angles. There we go. HO Scale Modeler says, hello Owen, I love your videos. I'm presuming he's talking to someone else. Oh yes, he's I think that he's talking to Owen, who's above him, who says, love the hill terrain. Thank you, Owen. Boris Games says, what kind of track did you use for your layout? I have used Pico Code 100 track. So it's basically, it's the streamline track. So I'm using the streamline points rather than, but it's all short radius points. I'm not using any of the medium or the long stuff, which I know would technically be better. But I'm quite sort of starved for space because I'm a bit selfish, and I wanted to have a station loop that you can see here. I wanted this to have enough space to be able to hold big long trains, because I don't really like it when people have great big massive long layouts and then tiny little stations that they can't fit their trains in. So I'm never going to be able to run a 14 car APT or something around here, but it hopefully will it'll all be good. What was I talking about? Oh, cut track. Yes. So basically that's why I've used I have used the shorter radius points. There is set track points in the fiddle yard, again just because I had a load of set track points left over from another layout that I was going to build that I didn't end up building because I was going to build this instead, but that was going to be a minimum sort of size layout, again very similar to Pickwick Yard. Then I realised it was a bit silly to do another layout very similar to Pickwick Yard because I'd already done Pickwick Yard, so I didn't do that, but yes. Anyway, the short answer is Code 100 Pico track is what I'm using. Pretty much like the most bog standard track. I think it's it's literally what everyone uses. But yes, so let's have a bit of fun. I'm being a bit daring now. Let's switch back to this shot. I'm gonna run the I'm going to run this packet into platform 2 and hope that nothing derails. And then I'm going to stop it here. There we go. I'll just bring it to a nice smooth stop. And while that's happening, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that J15 running again, you know, guys, because I enjoy that. And so, let me switch to this shot here. Aha. And just flip all the points in the fiddle yard. I shall go to the J15 on my iPad so that I can control it. And we'll get it running. And make sure that all the other points are switched correctly. And so we'll just have the J15 running around nicely. Unless, of course, you want to send in a super chat or something. If anyone would like to see a specific loco, so as here comes the J15 round that corner now. Oh, it's that camera is yeah, everything is stalling today, and I don't know why. It was all working perfectly earlier on, and now it's not, which is always the way, isn't it? But yes, if anyone would like to send in a super chat, if you would like to see one of these locos that is on the screen at the moment, then yeah, you know what to do. Just send in a super chat and let me know in the comments what your request is. So we've got the J15 running at the moment. We have had the Midland 1F running so far, and also the Ruston 48DS as well, and also a Peckett, which isn't on there because that was a special surprise one. But yes, those are the other locos that we have on the roster today. So a light on a timer has just sprung on behind me, and that was startling. But yes, if anyone would like to see one of these locos running, then do let me know by sending in a super chat. Anyway, in the meantime, let's go back to this shot here. We'll just wait to see the J15 coming around the corner, which it is doing now. There it is on screen now. And what I'm going to do is a little bit of shunting just while that runs round in the background. I'll do a bit of shunting just to sort of keep things interesting, and yeah, we'll get all these wagons and stuff that are on the back of this Peckett train in the thing here. So let me go to this shot here. And I'll just start slowly backing the Peckett up, nice and slowly. Yeah, it's a really nice smooth run of this one, actually. I will say the absolute crawl on this isn't incredible, but once it gets up to a little bit of speed, it does seem to run quite nicely. Meanwhile, here it is, just coming into. Actually, I don't know if the engine's going to. Oh, there it is. It's just in the shot there. Oh, and I've just bumped into the buffers. There we go. Right. Now I need to uncouple this coach here. Can I be a bit more slick and smooth than I was last time? Probably not, but we'll give it a shot. No. There we go. Right. Awesome. Okay. So. And what I think I'm going to do. Here comes the J15. Guys, so nice to have like multiple trains running at once. And just to be able to leave the J15 running to its, at its own devices, just kind of going around like that. So we'll do that, and then I'll just come in and switch that point. Oh, another super chat has come in. Another one from Kelly Ashford, and she says, LMS 462 Princess Elizabeth is on her way to me. Oh, fantastic. I'm presuming that's not a request. That's not something that you want to see, because I don't have one of those. But if you would like to see something from this list here, do let me know. I did have it up on screen for a while there, so I won't bore you all with it again for too much long. But yeah, Kelly, you've sent in quite a few super chats tonight. So if you would like to request another engine from that list, do let me know. And that is not the shot I intended to go to. So let's go back to this one here. And I'm going to just slowly back this Peckett. Hopefully the coach is just coming back into shot any second now. There it is. I'm just going to join this up with the other coach. There's another four-wheeled coach at the other end of the siding there. as the J15 goes past again, and there we go. Nice smooth. Well, I was going to say coupling, but it hasn't really coupled at all. Mind you, it's not really close enough for you guys to be able to see, but let me just give it a bit of help there. Right, so you know what, I'm going to just leave the packet there, I think, in case someone wants to see it later on, or if anyone else wants to see it. Right, so let me go back to this shot, and we'll wait for the J15 to come around again, and we'll just leave this running for a bit, and I think I'll try and answer. I'll go back through the chat and answer some of you guys' questions. How many people have we got watching tonight? We've got 48 people currently watching. That's fantastic. Oh, Kelly Ashford says, "Oh no, she says, "Oh no, thanks. I mean, I'm in the process of buying the engine from Chester Model Shops." Fantastic. Yes, I got that. I understood that you meant you were buying one. I just meant because you'd sent in a load of super chats already, where you hadn't asked for a request. Oh, sorry, I've kind of forgot to switch the camera there. There we go. It's just sort of going past there. This is the thing. I get easily distracted. Very, very easily distracted. Lewis Cartwright says, "Hi, I'm back. Sorry, did I miss anything special?" That depends. When did you drop out? We've had quite a lot of trains running tonight, I will say. We just did a little bit of running with the special mystery loco, the Peckett, the brand new Peckett, which has just been released from Hornby. God, I love this shot as the trains come through the bridge there. It's a really, really fantastic shot. And yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. There were some derailments. There was some yeah, well, we'll leave it at that. There were some derailments. Kairo Tucker says, "Notice me. Notice me. Notice me." I think I've noticed you there. So, hello, Kairo. Is that how you say your name? Kairo? I'm sorry, I'm getting that wrong. But yes. Josh Powell says, "Any plans to run a live stream on your modular layout?" Sorry, not live stream, live Steam. Any plans to run live Steam on your modular layout, as I use DPT switch on mine to switch between DC and live Steam? Yeah, I mean, that is partly the reason that I wanted to build this modular layout. So I'm pretty sure I've explained this on previous streams as well. But basically, originally I was going to build an end-to-end layout. So in the way I've been running the layout previously for the, like the last 3 or 4 months, since basically when I was running round this curve that you see now, and then onto the station module, and then doing running sort of in a more heritage railway style, where I'd use the run round loop and stuff like that. And that was the layout I was originally going to build. And then this was obviously before, I was doing live streams and really thought that anyone was this is before I was doing live streams and before, I really thought anyone else was interested in the layout. But so yeah, and then I realized that I had the Hornby live Steam and I couldn't really run that on an end-to-end layout because it just doesn't have stopping is a bit of an issue with the live Steam, shall we say. And so yeah, with that, I kind of decided that I needed to have a way of having having the end-to-end layout that I wanted to, to be able to operate, but also having the option of being able to kind of run it in a sort of a circular loop for the live Steam as well. Basically, hello. Kelly Ashford has donated another £5 through Super Chat. Oh, that's fantastic. And she says, "Can you run Stepney with 2 Mark 1 coaches?" Indeed I can. I can absolutely do that for you, Stepney. I can do that for you, Kelly, and I will run Stepney for you. There we go. I got the words out eventually. But yes, to finish off my long rambling answer to your question, whoever answered it, I can't remember who it was now. Josh, who asked this. Yes, basically I am going to run live Steam on the layout. Probably the way I'm going to do that is just take all the electric trains off and disconnect the DCC thing and just plug the live Steam stuff in instead. I'm probably not going to get too fancy with it because knowing me, I'll get it all wrong and something will go horribly wrong in some way. Right, so we have... right, tell you what then. Let's slow the J15 down there. I've just sort of managed to stop it in a really annoying place. So tell you what, let me bring it forwards a bit more. Here it is. I'm just going to bring it forwards to there, and then what I'm going to do is get Stepney, who is currently in the fiddle yard. Kelly Ashford wanted to see Stepney running around, so I shall do that now. Stepney's a bit one of those weird engines where sometimes he wants to play ball and sometimes he really doesn't. So we shall see which one we get today. Sometimes, I mean, it's fantastic. It's sometimes he runs really, really well, and then other times he'll just stall all over the place. So who knows what's going to happen today? And hopefully you'll see him coming onto your screen. Oh no, he stopped right. He stalled in the fiddle yard. Oh no, he started again and he's coming back now. Right. Hopefully you can sort of see it coming. You can see him coming round now. And we'll slow him down as we come into the station. There you go. There's Stepney. And I'm just going to couple him onto the end of this train here. There we go. He's got the 2 Mark 1 coach. Right. Well, he's actually got 5 at the moment, which the J15 has got the rest of. So the J15 there's 4 coaches there, so the J15 needs to take 2 of them away. Not a problem at all. Right, let me uncouple these here like that. Good. Okay. And then I shall go to the yard shot here. And then we shall send the J15 on its way with just 2 of those Mark 1 coaches now. So a slightly shorter train than normal. And there it is, just going around the corner there. I'll just get everything sorted out in the fiddle yard as it disappears under the bridge. I suppose I probably should have showed you that shot, but it's a bit late now, isn't it? You've missed the interesting bit. Okie doke, so let's go back to, I'm just going to sort everything out in the fiddle yard. Make sure that J15 is nice and happy. Oh, I've only just realised what the time is. It's nearly 8 o'clock. Well, we'll go for a little bit longer because we need to run we need to run Stepney with those Mark 1 coaches for Kelly Ashford because she wanted to see those. So let me points are set. Points are set in the fiddle yard as well. So hopefully we can get this running. So let me select forwards, and then here it goes. There is Stepney running with 2 Mark 1 coaches. There you go, Kelly Ashford. Thanks for sending in your super chat. That's really awesome of you. Thanks for sending in the super chats. They're very much appreciated, and they help me keep doing these little live streams. So thank you very much. And as that disappears, we shall await it at the other end of the layout as it comes through. I'm going to run Stepney quite fast, I think, just because I don't want him to stall on any points or anything. Yes, all the points are set. Here he comes now. Hey, there we go. Right, let's answer some questions again, shall I? Because I've not been looking at the chat recently. While this is going on, Owen says you have OO live Steam. I'm new to the channel. Ah, well, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. Presumably, this is your first time on the on one of the live streams. Then, yes. So I do have a Hornby live Steam Mallard, which is very good fun to run. It's certainly been interesting. I didn't really think the videos that I've made would be that successful, to be honest, but they seem to have taken off really well. I think that the 2 most popular, the 2 I've done of the Hornby Live Steam engine have been the most popular videos on the channel. So thank you so much to everybody who has watched those. Nissy J says YouTube just sent a notification that you were live. So much for hitting the bell when I subbed. Oh, that's... I'm sorry about that. Oh, I've just realised I've not switched the camera channel there. I was reading comments. Sorry about that, Nissy. Yeah, I hope that... well, you can always go back and watch the replay if you fancy doing that. If you fancy suffering through that. Cairo, I'm sorry, I'm still not getting it right. He says, why is it so hard to get a train set? Well, it's not really that hard to get a train set. I suppose it's just, you know, you can order them online from Hatton's or pretty much any of the big online retailers. I mean, Rails of Sheffield will do them. D-Rails will do them. Kerno Model Rail Centre. Basically, all the big online retailers will do train sets. But I'm presuming what you mean is like to build like an actual model railway of some sort. Oh, I've switched that a bit too early. There you go. Go back to that. And now we go to this one here. Well, you know, I suppose if you're talking about like actually building up a model railway, it's you know, it's really just time and effort. If you're willing to put the time in, it's not really that complicated. It's, you know, I'm a complete beginner when it comes to this stuff. I'm not very good at doing this stuff. This is the first serious model railway I've ever built. And so, you know, that's the kind of scenery that I'm able to achieve as a complete beginner. You know, I wouldn't say it's you know, a masterclass in scenery, but it's good enough for me. You know, I very much enjoyed making this. And so, you know, I can't really remember what my original point was now, but I think what I'm sort of trying to say is it doesn't have to be hard. You can keep things simple and you can keep things sort of, you know, model railways are just about having fun. I do realise that there is, you know, they can get quite expensive with all the different locos and stuff. But honestly, you don't need to have thousands and thousands of locos. You can get by, and, you know, there are some cheaper options out there as well. Right. Let's say, right. Oh, I've just noticed. Oh, blimey. Right. The modders just put a comment in the chat, and I'm gonna right. Right. Okay. I'm gonna get these names wrong. I apologise in advance profusely. But Litrain Nantius. I'm sorry. They say hello from France. Hello from rainy England. And Sajana Vidham Patharina also says hello. I'm sorry. I've got both of your names horribly wrong there, and I can only apologise. But yeah, a shout out for both of you. As someone who actually has a long, complicated name that people also get wrong quite often as well. I'm sorry. I do realise that it is annoying when people say your name's wrong. Horsehay Railway Modeler says, thank you for the excellent videos. You've also brightened up my evening a bit and distracted me from my mountain of uni work, David. Well, I'm glad we were able to help, David. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. I'm going to go for, I'm going to go for a little bit longer. Oh, let me just switch that camera angle. I'm going to go for a little bit longer, say like another 5 minutes just to finish these comments. But if you want to get in a super chat, now would be the perfect moment. So if there's any last minute super chats anyone wants to get in, if there's anything you want to see running on the layouts, then please do let me know. As always, here is the roster for the evening. So we've got Stepney running at the moment there. We had the Ruston 48DS running at the moment. We had the J15 running as well at one point, and we also had the Midland 1F running too. So, but if you want to see any of those other engines running, then do let me know. Now is the time to let me know, because I will be finishing in about 5 or 10 minutes unless someone sends in another super chat. So probably about 5 minutes, yeah. So Owen says, I frequently run a lot of Gauge 1 live steam at our club. I find the OO live steam engines particularly fascinating. I can imagine they can be a bit fiddly. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you're not wrong there. If you thought Gauge 1 was fiddly, then yeah, so I heard a click then from the coach and I thought it had derailed. It hadn't. It's all fine. Yeah, it's interesting because the Hornby OO live Steam stuff is incredibly well made. It's just they're difficult to control, like all live Steam locos, really. But just certainly, you know, the way that those Hornby ones work, yes, there's a level of sort of separation from the. There's a layer there. There's a layer of separation from the loco itself, so it's yeah, it's a bit tricky. But I mean, you know, they're good fun, and everyone seems to enjoy seeing them on my channel. So you can be sure that there will be more videos of that. I also just did the video I released last Sunday as well. Well, it's not Gauge 1, but it's close. Was a 16mm live Steam Mamod/MSS engine, live Steam engine, and that was good fun. Getting that running again. It was an older engine that had sort of hadn't had a particularly kind life, shall we say. It wasn't in particularly good condition. I managed to restore it and get it running again, so that was particularly fun. Right, let's answer a few more questions, shall we? Colin Taylor says, new to the channel and Model Railways subscribed. Oh, fantastic, thank you. So you're not only new to the channel, but you're also new to Model Railways themselves. Fantastic, thank you so much. Well, I'm glad you decided to subscribe to the channel. That's very much appreciated. And yeah, I suppose now, what are we at? I'm at 4,000 subscribers. I know that because that was the point of this live stream. So I suppose the next one I do will probably be 5,000 subscribers. So I guess I'm going to have to do something special for that. I'm going to have to start thinking of something like that. But yeah, thank you so much for subscribing, Colin. Very much appreciated. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Nisty J says, definitely patience and time are the key. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. Certainly with model railways, it's one of those things, like, they can be as complicated as you want them to be. You know, if scenery isn't that important to you, you don't necessarily have to do really complicated scenery stuff. But you know, yes, it's absolutely you know, a situation where, oh, I went to the wrong shot there, but it worked out well. Yes, patience and time is the key. But at the same time, it's also like, make sure you're having fun. Like, you know, you don't want to make it feel like a job or anything like that. So I kind of missed the terrier on that shot there, but yeah. Archie's Trains YouTube, or YT, says, hi everyone. Hello Archie, hope you're doing well. Midnight Trance says, have you ever tried running two locos at the same time on your layout? Yes, I have. It didn't end well. The thing I've discovered with DCC locos is that because the chips are all set differently, and you can set sort of different speed variations and stuff for them, speed curves, they're not always set to the same speeds, and so one quite quickly catches up with the other. So I have tried to do double heading as well, but yeah, it's not really something I'm comfortable with doing on the live stream, because it has the potential to go very, very wrong very, very quickly. And let's face it, we don't need any more of that on these live streams, do we? Oh, Midnight Trace followed that with not just double heading. Lewis Cartwright says, please could you run the schools class with the TEAT coaches? Yeah, if you want to send in a super chat for that, Lewis, then I'll absolutely do that. And Josh Powell says, OO live Steam, at least Hornby's attempt just needs more refinement to be easier to control. But it's unlikely to be made again as it's expensive and a very niche market. Yes, indeed. You basically hit the nail on the head there. I doubt we'll ever see the Hornby live Steam stuff again. Because it was expensive when they released it originally, and it'll just be even if they did it now, it would be even more expensive. So yeah, but I mean, really, it's not too difficult to control once you get the hang of it. It's just the instructions that Hornby sent out with them weren't amazing, really. They just didn't really explain how well. Basically, the instructions were wrong. It's the blunt way of putting that. Is like it wasn't the best way of controlling that loco. I have since discovered a better way of controlling of those locos, but yeah, let's go to that shot. CM Lyra, I'm sorry, I'm getting all the names wrong tonight, says, I like your video. What type of scale is it? It is OO scale. Is it OO scale or OO gauge? I suppose it's technically OO gauge. So 1 to 76, I think is that the official thing? I've probably got that wrong. Yeah, it's OO gauge. That's all I can really say on that, really. Monkey Plays 123 says, is that the Rails Terrier or the Hornby one? This is the Hornby Terrier. I don't have Rails of Sheffield done Stepney. Mine is Stepney, so that's how you can tell. But yeah, I didn't get I got the Hornby one when it first came out because I specifically wanted Stepney. And I sort of was intending to get a Rails one at some point as well, partly sort of to compare the two, but then I sort of saw all the the Rails ones didn't have a great how to put this kindly, they weren't bad locos, but they were just they're not particularly what I'm looking for in a loco, if that makes sense. I probably will do a video on this at some point if anyone's interested, but I've sort of been putting it off because I think it'll cause quite a few arguments. But yeah, my Terrier is a Hornby one. It's one of the very first ones they released back in 2019, I want to say. So yeah, and I do like Terriers. Maybe I'll have to get another one at some point. Horsehay Railway Modeler says, you can tune CVs to set your locos to the same speed. I might make a video on it when I'm back home in the summer. Yes, indeed you can do that. And do you know what the other thing as well is? I'm running all my locos through the Rocco Z21, which has a special double heading feature in it so that you can like kind of set locos into, you can create consists of different locos. I need to play with that a bit more. But yeah, I need to figure that out at some point, and it's one of those things where it just takes a bit of time, and it's whenever I'm doing these live streams, I never have time to figure it out. But yes, Luke Rothwell says, for 5k subs, do the weirdest consist to make the new subscribers question what's going on. Yeah, I could indeed do that. Oh, let me switch to that shot there. Yes. Yeah, I could do that. I think I've got. I do have a little bit of an idea of something I want to do. It's just whether it's possible, which I'm basically trying not to give anything away. But yeah, we'll see. It's a long way off yet. I'm only at 4,000, so we've got to get a whole nother 1,000 subscribers. Bearing in mind that it took me from September last year to January this year to get 1,000 subscribers. So it could all slow down again. CM Lira says, have you want Yorkshire Steam Railway? I'm not entirely sure what you're asking there. Do you mean have I got a Yorkshire Steam? Oh, sorry, I've not switched the camera. There we go. Have you watched Yorkshire Steam Railway? That's what he means. The Yorkshire Steam Railway program. Yes, I know what you mean now. I have indeed. Yes, I've visited the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. I've visited it once in the past, yeah, I really like the program, if I'm honest. There's a little bit of, fake jeopardy and all that in there, but they've got to make it interesting for people who are, not railway people and sort of keep sort of general public sort of watching, keep the general public. Oh, I don't know where I'm going with this. But yes, I enjoy the program is basically what I'm saying. And I'd quite like it to come back. So hopefully it will do when the pandemic is over. Or I try not to mention that on the live streams during my videos, but I've gone and blown it there, haven't I? Monkey Plays 123 said, I had a Hornby. Oh, this is about the Terrier again. I had a Hornby one, but it ran poorly, and so I sent it back and bought a Rails one, and I thought it was quite good. I feel that the reviews are quite harsh. That's fair enough. Yeah, I think it's the difficult. Oh, I'm getting it all wrong with the cameras again. Sorry. Let's switch to that one so you can actually see the train go past properly. Yeah, I think it's difficult with reviews because everybody will have their own take on a model and what they personally are looking for in a model, and so it's kind of difficult to say, for me to say, oh, the Hornby Terrier is the definitive terrier would be wrong, because it may well be for me, but that's not the case for somebody else. Likewise, it wouldn't make sense for somebody else to say the Rails of Sheffield the Rails of Sheffield Terrier is the best terrier, because it may well be for them, but it might not be for everybody else. So I think you've got to weigh up the different options. Really, you've got to decide. They both have benefits and they both have non-benefit. They both have advantages and they both have disadvantages, is what I'm saying. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I will do a video on it because I sort of agree with you on saying that the reviews, reviews have been quite harsh. I think reviews have been quite harsh on both sides, honestly. I've seen a lot of people really go after Hornby for... Oh, let me switch that camera again. I've seen a lot of people really go after Hornby for copying Rails and all that and trying to steal their thunder. I mean, there's probably some truth in that as well. But, I think Hornby get a lot of flack for that. And I think, Rails of Sheffield get a lot of sort of flack as well. Like I say, there's a whole video I could do on this, so I probably won't rant about it now. But if that is something that you guys would like to see, I wouldn't do it as like a main video. I'd do it like as a little bonus thing because it's not particularly interesting. It would just be me chatting to you and maybe showing some close-up shots of a terrier. But yes. Right. Let me have a quick look at things. HO Scale Modeler says, have you ever gone to the North Yorkshire Moors? He says Morris Railway, but I'm assuming he means Moors Railway. Yes, I have. Once, when I was about 15, I think. I really want to go back. It was on my list of things to do last year, and then, of course, lockdown and all that. So, yeah, I haven't quite made it back there. Well, fingers crossed, I might be able to make it there this year. Later on, sort of around September, October time. That would be nice. I'd really like to do that if I can. But if not, maybe next year instead. But yeah, annoyingly, the one day I went, it was quite rainy and quite cloudy. So I didn't really... Everyone says, oh, you got to go for the views and, the stunning scenery. And I didn't really see any of that. So yeah, I feel like I've missed out a bit. I quite need to go... I really need to go in the summer at some point. Kelly Ashford says, Model Railway Guy, do you have a favourite model steamy? Do I have a favourite model steam locomotive? That's a good question. I'll be honest, I think it probably changes all the time for me. I think, well, I do like the Packets. I have to say the J15, I really do like the J15 because it is a fantastic little loco. In fact, I'm going to run. We'll finish off with the J15. I'll slow this. I'll slow the Terrier down now. Let me just switch some points about. And yeah, I'm gonna run the J15 again just for a bit of fun. But yes, I do like the J15 just because it's such a good slow runner. There we go. Here comes the. We're just bringing Stepney to a halt. We'll bring him into platform 2. There we go. He slows down there. And now I just need to get the J15 running. We'll run the J15 and then we'll finish up with this, I think, guys. Because I've been going for an hour and 15 minutes now. So it's probably about time to finish up. But yeah, I'll run the J15 as a... Seeing as we started with this engine, I'll finish up with it as well. Oh, I should have put an extra carriage on this, really, but oh well. It's coming around the corner now, guys. You should be able to see it on your screens in a minute. There it is, just appearing up the top of the screen now. And it's just running past Stepney. So yeah, that's the other nice thing about having this stationary is I can run trains past each other. Although, to be honest, I probably should have put them the other way around because now you can't really see the J15 as it goes past. But off it goes into the distance on the top left there. So yeah, the J15 is a loco that as a model loco that I particularly like because they're so reasonably priced. They've got really good detail and they're really fantastic runners as well. The J15 is possible. Hornby really know how to do a small little 060 tender engine like this. The J36 is another one. They were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I need to do a review of both of these locos because they're both great. And it's just stopped in the fiddle yard, which I wasn't intending to happen because I did that. It's happened because I forgot to switch the points. There we go. Got it moving again now. Right. Luke Rothwell says, the NYMR is really stunning. I would like to go back there someday. Yeah, me too. I'd love to go back on a sunny day where I can actually see the scenery. That would be fantastic. Oh, I've not switched to there we go. Right, we can see it a little bit now. The camera stutters a little bit. Yeah, I need to sort out the cameras, guys. I will hopefully do this for another thing. Lewis Cartwright says, have you seen Sam's Train's recent videos? They are absolutely amazing, just like yours. Oh, thank you so much. I've seen some of his most recent videos. I noticed that right before this, like an hour before this started, he released one that was like the Inglenook shunting puzzle, which is a video I did like a month ago. So I'm not saying he stole the idea from me, but you know, maybe. No, he didn't. I'm sure he doesn't need to steal ideas from me. He's the Inglenook shunting puzzle is well known. I just think it's funny that I released the video and then he's literally made pretty much the same thing. But you know, I make the same videos as a lot of other people. I mean, there's only so many ways you can do ballasting or, you know, laying tracks. So I think it's a bit silly to suggest that, as I forget to switch the shot again, I think it's a bit silly to suggest that, you know, you can't do certain videos because someone else has done them. Anyway, Ebden Muddle says, what number does your J15 run on? What running number has it got? It's 65475. I think that's what you're asking for. But yes, hopefully that's what you're asking for. Right, so I think this is going to be the end of the live stream, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We've made it all the way to 20 past 8. So that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who has sent in a super chat as well. It's been absolutely amazing. Let's just have a quick look at the J15 as it comes back into the fiddle yard one last time. Past the camera there, under the bridge. And yeah, what a fantastic looking loco. Got a lot of running out of this one today, which I'm particularly pleased about. Because it's, as I said, it's one of my favourite locos. We do also, I think, we'll send the terrier back to the sheds as well, or not quite back to the sheds. We'll send it to the fiddle yard. So let me get onto that shot there, so you can hopefully see it. We'll get Stepney running off into the distance as well. Switch that point. Here we go. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. And there we go. Off it goes around the corner. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, really. As you can see, there's lots of exciting stuff coming. I've got to do all the scenery on all these new boards, and so yeah, it's going to be an exciting time on the channel. I'm really going to try and crack ahead with the modular layout now and really make some progress on it, because I've been sort of dawdling on it a bit, and I want to get it finished. So because I've got other projects and other things that I would like to do, and especially on this channel. But yes, so yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. It's been absolutely fantastic to have you along today, and I was going to finish on the shots of the nice grassy fields there. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. It's been fantastic to hang out with you. I really enjoy doing these live streams. Hopefully they're going to get even bigger and better as we go along, and hopefully I'll get more DCC chips or decoders for next time, so we can have even more locos running. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I think I've said that about 300 times now, so I'm gonna stop saying it, and I'm just gonna say thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in another video, which is coming on Sunday. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. It's the final episode of Model Railway Basics. It's a big one. It's one that I'm still in the process of editing. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. It's coming very soon. And yeah, I'll see you in the next live stream. All right, bye everyone.